In today's show, according to this fund manager, crypto can soon rally 4,000% to a $10 trillion market cap. That's correct. According to Joseph Todaro, managing partner of crypto-centric fund, Blocktown Capital, he goes on the record to share, when retail money really starts flowing back into crypto, I wouldn't be surprised to see a $10 trillion plus market top. We'll be discussing what that would look like for the Bitcoin price. Also, interestingly enough, Alex Kruger shared on crypto Twitter, according to JP Morgan, only $2 billion entered Bitcoin in 2017. $2 billion propelled Bitcoin's market cap from $15 billion in January of 2017 to $250 billion by the end of the year. We'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, a bombshell report from Fidelity shows that 36% of institutional investors already own crypto assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll be discussing this here in today's show because 4 out of 5 investors who are not yet in the market say they're interested in holding crypto in the future and find at least one aspect of the emerging technology appealing, as they should be, right? Also in today's show, here's a report that shows less than 6 accounts control 80% of the wealth of the top stablecoins. That's correct. A report by Coinmetrics found at least 80% of the entire market cap of 5 top stablecoin projects is held in less than 6 accounts on each respective network. We'll be discussing this in today's show. Also in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, Bitcoin back in the green. Most of the major altcoins are back in the red. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description and watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Tika Tewari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off and dive right into today's top story of the day. Bitcoin and other top crypto assets are trading far from their all-time highs, which we saw back in December of 2017 or January of 2018. According to data from TradingView, Bitcoin is trading more than 50% below its all-time high, while Ethereum is down nearly 85%. Now, most altcoins have registered even worse performances than the two market leaders, crushed as large players cashed out of the market during the 2017-2018 bubble, if that's what you want to call it. Yet, this hasn't stopped investors from speculating where this nascent market could end up once the market cycle peaks. Yesterday's episode, we talked about a potential $75,000 BTC price in the coming weeks. And if you missed that episode, be sure to check it out. Crypto could hit 10 trillion as the retail money starts to flood in. According to Joseph Todaro, managing partner of crypto-centric fund, Blocktown Capital, who shared on crypto Twitter, when retail money really starts flowing back into crypto, I wouldn't be surprised to see a $10 trillion plus market cap. Then this guy responded, when? Heard this for what, 3 years now? Retail isn't coming back whilst the market is this cruel. And Joseph Todaro responded, cycles take time. And the guy responded, they need confidence as well, which were lacking significantly. And then Goldman Sachs boss, bankers do God's work, responded, you don't want to know how little confidence there was in the market in 2016, and that, my friend, is a fact. Now, this meme pretty much sums it all up from Nate Diaz. I'm not surprised, mofos. You can say that again. So a $10 trillion market cap is approximately 4,000% higher than the current aggregate value of digital assets at around $270 billion at this time. And to put it all into context, a $10 trillion market cap is a fair sum of value in the grand scheme of things. Blocktown Capital chief exec Eric Irvin shared the chart, which I'll share with you here in a moment, on June 9th, showing that the total market cap of the S&P 500 is $27.8 trillion. As we can see right here, S&P market cap, 27.8 trillion USD. So at 10 trillion, crypto would just be over 1/3 of the current value of some of the most valuable companies in the world, including Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, and Amazon. 10 trillion is also around 50% of the US national GDP in 2019, or around 10 to 12% of the global GDP. Now, importantly though, just because crypto's market cap may reach 10 trillion may not mean that 10 trillion greenbacks have been deposited into Bitcoin exchanges. Now, this is very interesting, so pay very close attention due to what is known as a fiat amplifier, which means that $1 worth of Bitcoin purchase may push its market cap by more than $1. A $10 trillion industry may not be as hard to achieve as some may expect. Taking a look at this tweet from Alex Kruger, according to JP Morgan, only $2 billion entered Bitcoin in 2017. $2 billion propelled Bitcoin's market cap from $15 billion in January of 2017 to $250 billion by the end of the year. And he shared this graph, which shows the net flows into Bitcoin and Ethereum, net inflow calculated as the change total supply of crypto units each year multiplied by the average price. And we can see Bitcoin in the blue and Ethereum in the red. Then Alex Kruger goes on to share, why is there a fiat multiplier? It is about relative liquidity. Invest a relatively large sum in small assets in dollar terms, where additionally a significant fraction is not liquid. An example, does not trade or sits off exchanges. Prices skyrocket. Fixed supply compounds the impact. And he goes on to share another way to look at this. Want to buy 1,000 Bitcoin worth 3.8 million at market on Coinbase? You need to cross the bid-ask spread. Doing so would result in approximately a 10% premium. The larger the size invested, the higher the price goes. Then he goes on to share estimates for the 2017 multiplier vary. JP Morgan 117x, Citi 50x for some crypto assets, Burnzik 2x to 25x, and Vinny 5x to 10x, and goes on to share, the existence of a fiat multiplier doesn't indicate there's anything wrong, it just is. Applies both ways, inflows, bullish, outflows, bearish. It is tied to liquidity. A good estimate could be calculated having access to Coinbase's data. All assets have a fiat multiplier, and then he shares, given existing hodling and most buying selling tanking placed by year end 2017, the JP Morgan multiplier severely overestimates the real multiplier. The expectation is that all cryptos will rally in the upcoming market cycle, but prominent names in the space expect the gains to be concentrated in Bitcoin. Raoul Pal, chief exec of Real Vision and a former Goldman Sachs exec, has spoken on the matter on a number of occasions. The investment veteran has said that he sees a world of crypto and blockchain as the future, but sees Bitcoin as the call option on that potential world coming to fruition. That's to say, if cryptos go mainstream, Bitcoin will likely be the one leading the charge, and I agree 100%. Here's what he's quoted saying, "It is an entire trusted, verified, secure financial and accounting system of digital value. It is nothing short of the future of our entire medium of exchange system and of money itself and the platform on which it operates," Powell wrote in a recent macro newsletter to his institutional investing subscribers. So with the $10 trillion market cap, do you feel, first of all, we will breach that and reach it? And if so, when do you feel it'll happen? I feel it's inevitable, just a matter of time. I'd like to see a $10 trillion market cap by the year 2024, and I'd like to see Bitcoin trading at this time at least $500,000 and potentially at 7 digits, which would make it a $1 million Bitcoin price by the time the market cap breaches $10 trillion, exceeding the market cap of gold. But let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now for our next story of the day. Bombshell report from Fidelity shows that 36% of institutional investors already own crypto assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And before we break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin maintaining above that $9,700 support. We've been maintaining above $9,500 support, which is a good sign. Yesterday, we started climbing back up. We hit about 9,850, and then we fell back down to like 9,600, maintaining that 9,600 support. Right now, we're above 9,700. I'd like to see Bitcoin smash 10,000 and then Hulk smash that critical $10,500 psychological resistance. Here's what I think. If we can continue marching towards this fortress of 10,500, we will reign supreme and break past it and continue marching forward. That's my 2 Satoshis. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now we have Ethereum down 0.12%, trading at $242. I personally feel Ethereum and Chainlink are some of the most undervalued altcoins in the market, and right now they're both both in the red, as most of the major altcoins are, as Bitcoin started to climb back up. XRP down 0.72% for the day, trading at 20 cents. Miss Litecoin down 0.6%, trading at $45. Then we have Satoshi Vision and Bitcoin Cash both in the green, with Satoshi Vision up 1%, trading at $191, and Bitcoin Cash up about 0.4%, trading at $253. And now taking a look at some of the top exchanges, we have Binance down 5% with 3.4 billion in volume. We have Huobi Global down 17% with 2.7 billion in volume. OKEX, one of the few top exchanges actually in the green, up 5% for the day with 2.1 billion in volume. And then we have BitMEX down 28% with 1.2 billion in volume. All right, now for our next story of the day. A new survey from global asset management giant Fidelity shows that 36% of institutional investors already own crypto assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. 4 out of 5 investors who are not yet in the market say they're interested in holding crypto in the future and find at least one aspect of the emerging technology appealing. Here's a quote from this report. Almost 80% of institutional investors find something appealing about digital assets, with the 3 almost equally compelling characteristics across US and European investors being uncorrelated to other asset classes, and innovative technology play, and high potential upside. And we're talking about 36%, 34%, and 33%. Fidelity, which offers exposure to Bitcoin through its subsidiary, Fidelity Digital Assets, says the results of the survey line up with the demand that it's seeing from its clients. Here's a quote from it. These results confirm a trend we're seeing in the market towards greater interest in the acceptance of digital assets as a new investable asset class. This is evident in the evolving composition of our client pipeline, which spans from crypto native funds to pensions. So according to the report, more than a quarter of about 800 high net worth investors surveyed said they own Bitcoin, and 11% say they own Ethereum. Now, how many of you own Bitcoin or Ethereum? I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I'd love to know in the comments right down below. Despite the impressive results of the survey, Fidelity notes that investors still have concerns about the young and volatile industry. Among the obstacles to digital asset adoption cited were price volatility at 53%, concerns around market manipulation at about 47%, and lack of fundamentals to gauge appropriate value at 45%. All I know is this: there is massive institutional demand right now. There is more institutional demand buying up Bitcoin than is actually being mined. So don't let them fool you whatsoever. All right, now for our next story of the day. Report shows less than 6 accounts control 80% of the wealth on the top stablecoins. And before we break this down, this is very important to note, as stablecoins are thriving. They're massive. The 3rd largest crypto asset in the world by market cap right now is Tether USDT, right below Ethereum, which is currently the number 2, with Bitcoin being number 1. So this is important to note what's really going on. But before we break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $276 billion. Again, I can't wait for this to say 10 trillion. Heck, I can't wait for this to say 1 trillion. I remember back in December of 2017, we climbed up from like virtually nothingness all the way up to $800 billion, on the verge of smashing $1 trillion. I feel it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just a matter of time. We have 74 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current BTC dominance is on the climb, but barely, now at 64.8%. Yesterday it was at 64.7%, according to Coin Market Cap. Now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Loopring up 24%, trading at 10 cents. Maker, which has been surging, up 23%, trading at $693. Divi up 19%, trading at 5 cents. Zilliqa up 15%, trading at 2.4 cents. Kyber Network up almost 13%, trading at 99 cents. And Nano up almost 13%, trading at $1.22. Out of this list, are there any coins here you're particularly bullish on? Let me know. And now taking a look at the biggest losers within the top 100 for the day. Hedge Trade down 9%, trading at $1.79. Unibright down 4%, trading at 41 cents. Cardano, ADA, I know many of you are bullish on, down 3% for the day, trading at 8 cents. Engine Coin, I know I am very bullish on ENJ, down 3% for the day, trading just below 20 cents. Cosmos down about 3%, trading at $3.06. And Basic Attention Token, BAT, down 2.8%, trading at 24 cents. And as we continue scrolling down, you can see a list of the top losers. I definitely say there's more coins today in the green than in the red, so there's quite an interesting sentiment. So let's take a look here at the BitMEX margins, and we can see the bulls are back in control, but barely, leading by about 16 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 50.86% versus 49.08% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish? Drop me a comment and let me know right down below. All right, and now checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. It shows we're currently rated a 54 neutral. Yesterday was a 52, and last week a 48 neutral, and last month a 40 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. All right, now for our next story of the day, let's break it down. A report published by Coinmetrics has found extreme wealth centralization among many top stablecoins. To me, it's a mystery. I wonder who's really behind some of these top stablecoins, such as Tether USDT, with at least 80% of the total cap for 5 top stable tokens being held in less than 6 accounts. So picture this. Only 6 accounts control more than 80% of the top stablecoins. Put some perspective into this, right? Coinmetrics found that most, at least 20% of transfers made using most stablecoins are valued at less than $100, showing significant stable token adoption as a means of payment. The report also found that more than 40% of transactions made using Paxos Standard Token, which is PAX, are directly linked to a single multi-level marketing or MLM Ponzi scheme. The report found many stablecoins to exhibit extreme wealth centralization, with less than 6 accounts of the Gemini Dollar, Binance USD, Huobi Dollar, Tether USDT, and USDK networks representing over 80% of each token's respective capitalization. USDT, issued on Ethereum, comprised the most pluralistic stablecoin market by far, with nearly 1,600 accounts representing 80% of the wealth. USD Coin and True USD follow with nearly 200 accounts each, trailed by Omni-based USDT with over 150, as we can see here in this chart. Percentage of accounts owning 80+% of the supply, and we can see USDT dominating right here. So looking at the total number of transfers made using stable tokens, USDC comprises the second most distributed stablecoin, with over 20% of the wallets driving 80% of transfers, followed by Omni-based USDT and GUSD in the high teens, with TUSD with nearly 15%, as you can see right here in this graph. Now here's another interesting fact. At least 20% of transfers made using 8 of the 10 stable tokens examined by Coinmetrics are valued at less than $100. Less than 4% of transfers are valued in excess of $100,000 for all stable coins except for HUSD and BUSD, with transfers worth over $100,000 comprising more than 35% of HUSD activity and roughly 17% of BUSD transactions. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 445 videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at crypto-newsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format, so you can listen to it in the car, on your way to work, when you're working out, when you're on the go, or just doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet already done so. The direct link to do so is cryptonewsalerts.net, or you can just smash that subscribe button below this video. Also, we're active on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, please do help support the show. It's greatly appreciated. You can also follow us on crypto Twitter. My Twitter handle is crypto-newsyes, which is very difficult to forget. And I could also be found on Facebook. I have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join, and I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have an active crypto Telegram chat. To become a part of this, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Todaro, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, smash the link below the video in the description, and it will take you here to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Todaro. Enjoy, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.